Morning folks, it's been below zero for a good few days now. It was -10 yesterday morning. I'm not just sure what it was this morning, probably about -8 I'd say. So not that good for water and stuff. We've not had too many problems, touch wood, but I know a lot of people have. I'm gonna go and feed the cows now, but I'm going to move them right up onto the top of the fell. I have a few days where it takes a bit longer to get feed up there, you see, but I'm off for a while now, or I have more time available, so I can get the cows up onto the top, and I'm going to get them in amongst the bracken and see if we can try and help get rid of the bracken, which is just a pain really. And at this time of year, obviously, it doesn't poison the cattle. In the summertime, if they get a taste for bracken, especially in the spring, the young shoots, it can kill them with bracken poisoning. So I'm trying to improve that ground so the cattle can graze on it more over the summer, but I want to encourage grasses to grow for the cows to eat, and then they're less likely to go and eat the bracken, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll get a bale on and off up the hill we'll go. I'll just show you where the cows are now. So here we are now. I'm just going to zoom right out. I'm not sure if this will come through on the camera or not, but I'm all gloved up, so you can't really try to work the phone. Need to get the right bit of hill, don't I? Ooh, yeah. Just where that tree is there, I don't know if you can make them out, there's some little brown blobs below that lone tree, and that's where the cows are now. So they're up on some bracken at the moment, but I'm going to take them up higher over the horizon to some hill which is higher up than that, and give them some a big area of ground to basically roam and rake over for the next few days. So the cows are coming there. It's a little bit hazy today. Normally looking in that direction, it just looks like pea soup at the moment, but looking in that direction is Blackpool on the Fylde coast. I've had some ask if we're near Tom Pemberton, so I don't know Tom personally, but we're both in Lancashire. He's at Lytham St Anne somewhere, I think, so he's basically right down through those hills, if you can see the hills, down on the Fylde coast there, and obviously we're a good bit inland and higher up. But, the sun's trying to peek through, and there the cows. They're not bothered. -5, they're happy enough as long as they get water. That's another thing. I'm going to move them up onto the top of the fell, and rather than tighten them up, I'm going to give them. I'll give them about 200 acres or so, because there's some natural flowing water up here, and it's on one side of the hill. So they're gonna get a chance. Obviously, they can get chance to free running water all the time, because I'm just conscious some places will be iced up, whereas there's some definite brooks flowing over that way, so they'll be able to get the water. But obviously, when I'm feeding them hay, you know, they're in quite a tight area then, so my plan is I'll feed them on the bracken one day, and then the following day I'll feed them on like the next adjacent piece really, and I'll just gradually work my way and just try and get an area of bracken well trampled and well fertilised. So the cows are bawling a little bit now, and it's just because I'm here really. They were content as anything before I got here, but I think they know that seeing me is a sign of food usually. And this morning it's a sign of food, and also half a mile walk. So we're just going to go across this little hill here, down, and then back up, and then up onto the top up there. You can see that brownish material is all dead bracken. So that is where we'll go now. And here they come. Actually the frost helps just where we are at the moment, because normally it's quite a boggy area. And I have been known to get stuck coming through where the cows are before today. So make use of this frost and then we can get across it. And then I'm just laying the hay out now, just in little heaps. And we'll just work our way across here. So there's a whole slope of bracken, but it goes way back a lot further than this. So it's good hay actually, to be fair. So the cows love it, and yeah. They're not taking any harm. They look happy as Larry. So it's about -5 at the moment. The only one taking any harm is me doing this video, but hey ho. But it's nice. I enjoy watching them up on the fell. It's a good chunk of space and ground for them, and surprising what they'll eat and pick away at. Especially these lings. You know, they are bred for the hill, and so they're hardy cows. And these temperatures, yeah, they don't bat an eyelid. I would say -30 for an adult cow with a good condition. -30 degrees C before it, they'll start even to shiver. So yeah, the only one who's close to shivering is me. So I'll finish off putting the hay out, and yeah, we'll see how we go. This bike, I made the trailer myself. I'm no engineer, but I made it myself so it follows nicely behind the bike. A lot of quad trailers are quite a lot wider, so some little narrow gates we have to come through to get up here. So that's one thing, narrowness, but also when you're towing the bike, it's only a little 350, so it does well, because we've climbed a good few hills to get up here. With the tyres being narrower, I just find it follows the bike tracks a bit better, so we're not, in a sense, ploughing our own furrow for each wheel. These wheels, even though they are a bit wider, kind of follow the quad track. So especially when it's wet, we're not making 4 lots of ruts, we're only making 2. Now you could say that's more compaction, which I agree with, but it's usually on higher ground, and I try and avoid the wet areas if possible, but sometimes we struggle to avoid them. But yeah, the narrower width, axle width, just helps, makes it easier for the bike towing, I think, up on this hard ground. But obviously I don't want it too narrow, because I had to alter the trailer because I made it too narrow at one point, and it tipped over a few times on me. But hey ho, we live and learn. You can see the short horn element in this link here, a bit of white showing through, which I don't dislike, but I do like the colour, especially the darker ones. I think it's a lovely colour, and on this landscape they can be pretty well camouflaged at times. Anyway, I'll stop babbling on and chuck the rest of this hay out. So I hope you like the videos. Please comment and send me anything you want to know. I'll try and reply to all the messages. Yeah, please like and subscribe if at all possible. I enjoy doing the videos. Obviously it's a steep learning curve for myself, but yeah, if I can just record what we do, and if some people enjoy it, then that's brilliant. You know, if I can share our story with you. I know I like to go down the regen route, and we are doing, and I guess we're in transition. But these cows, if we can outwinter them, yeah, I know we're using hay, but hopefully our hay usage will be less and less and less. But it's at the moment it certainly serves a purpose, and it means I can graze these cows up on this hill. They're getting fed, their welfare is fine, but also with the cows up on here, which probably has never seen cows ever before, well, only in the last few years, it'll help get the new grasses and plants growing up here to essentially sequester carbon, and hopefully, you know, get the hill working again. Even though, you know, there's a lot of carbon trapped locked up here, if we can get some a sod on top of that growing grass, or hill grasses, then it's a win-win all round, really. Okay, folks. Close to Christmas. If you don't see me again, have a happy and merry Christmas, and take care. Cheers. See you later. Bye.